A Richmond County woman is charged with murder after an altercation escalates, and over 500 Richmond County voters cast early ballots. That and more all coming your way on your Thursday edition of Live at 5. Richmond County's nightly news starts right now. A verbal altercation that turned physical resulted in one woman being killed, another injured, and a third charged with murder. Richmond County Sheriff's deputies responded to a call on October 11th of possible gunshot victims on Sam Richardson Road, north of Rockingham, where they found two women suffering from bullet wounds, according to a press release issued Wednesday. Both Misty Martinez of Rayford and Raina Lane Black were initially taken to First Health Moore Regional Hospital, Richmond, but later transferred to undisclosed trauma centers for their injuries, according to the sheriff's office. Black died, and Martinez is still undergoing treatment. Investigators say the two women were involved in a domestic argument that escalated with 25-year-old Ashley Ann Podobinski, who pulled out a handgun and fired several rounds, shooting both victims. Podobinski was arrested and charged with an open count of murder and assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill, inflicting serious injury. She's being held in the Richmond County Jail without bond on the murder charge and a $250,000 secured bond on the assault charge. Podobinski has no past criminal convictions in the state, according to the North Carolina Department of Public Safety Division of Adult Correction. Several hundred Richmond County voters cast their ballots on the first day of early voting. Deputy Elections Director Teresa Smith said there were two people waiting in line when the doors opened at the Cooperative Extension Office at 7 a.m. on Wednesday, adding that the crowd had been steady throughout the morning and into the early afternoon. 20 had voted before 8 a.m. and more than 300 had chosen their candidates by 1:30 p.m. The last voter of the day walked in with 3 minutes to spare. Races on the ballot for this election are for the U.S. House of Representatives, the North Carolina House of Representatives, and Senate, 4 seats on the Richmond County Board of Commissioners, District Attorney, Sheriff, Clerk of Superior Court, all 3 of which are unchallenged. There are also 6 state constitutional amendments on the ballot, one that would protect the right to hunt and fish, one to establish and enforce the rights of crime victims, one to reduce the state income tax rate at 7%, one to require a photo ID to vote, one that would change the way judicial appointments are made between elections, and one to establish an 8-member Board of Elections and Ethics Enforcement. Early voting continues Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. until November 2nd, and from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday, November 3rd. When we return, I'll be bringing you your Live at 5 weather report. It's coming up right after the break, so stay tuned.
Hi, this is Christina with Richmond County Hospice. I'm with Julie and Holly, and we're here to talk about how wonderful Hayden Construction was during our recent pipe bursting and flooding in our building.
In 10 to 15 minutes they were here, and they were already starting to work vacuuming up the water, trying to figure out where all the damage was, what all they needed to do.
They were so quick to get on the scene. They were here before I even arrived, and it was just reassuring to have them come in and take control.
We are so thankful that they were here to help us that day.
At Kyocera, we see your company differently. We see your documents, how they're accessed, what it takes to keep them secure, and how well your workflow is flowing.
Kyocera helps your entire document infrastructure run more efficiently, securely, and cost-effectively.
And what we see is an opportunity to integrate all of it.
Today's Live at 5 weather report is brought to you by Richmond County Hospice, and more sunshine is fortunately on the way. And as we take a look at the map behind me, let's start on the eastern part of the state, but let's work our way north to south this time. So starting in Greenville, expect a high of 69 for there tomorrow, high of 72 in New Bern, Same thing expected in Wilmington for tomorrow with a high of 72. Moving back up to the northern part of the state over in the capital city of Raleigh, expect a high all the way down in the mid-60s of 66 there. Here in the Sand Hills area in Southern Pines, 69 expected for tomorrow, as well as right here in Rockingham. 2 degrees warmer, down 74 in Laurinburg at 71, 74 for Lumberton. Heading back towards the western part of the state, up in Greensboro, you can expect a high of 66 for tomorrow, high of 68 in Charlotte, and heading further towards the mountains, a high of 65 for over in Hickory. But as you can see, the recurring theme throughout North and South Carolina for tomorrow is plenty of sunshine, some cooler temperatures, but obviously fall is here. Now, with that being said, let's take a look at the 5-day weather forecast. 0% chance of rain for tomorrow as we enter the weekend, a high of 69, a low of 58 Friday night. For Saturday, we are expecting some rain that day as we work our way through the weekend, a 50% chance of precipitation that day with a high of 70, low of 50. That's actually going to be our second to hottest day over these next 5 days. But on Sunday, as we finish out the weekend, more sunshine expected. 0% chance that day, a high all the way down of 59 with a low all the way down of 38 Sunday night. So keep that in mind. On Monday, once again, nothing but sunshine, high of 62, low of 43. And as we finish out these next 5 days on Tuesday, once again, 0% chance of rain, nothing but sunshine, high of 71, low of 47. So as we start to finish out October, believe it or not, the temperatures are going to continue to drop, especially at night once the sun goes down. And as you can see, especially Sunday night, the temperature will be reaching almost freezing point. So if you're heading out Sunday night or Monday night or any of these nights where it's down in the 40, make sure to keep that in mind. Keep a coat with you in the car. And that's going to do it for your Live at 5 weather report. When we return, we've got your male athlete of the week, and Raider soccer earns their second shutout in 3 nights and knocks off Scotland for their 4th straight win. Hang tight, Live at 5 continues after the break.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on Hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, Hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is all about rustic home decor and gifts. You will always find a variety of unique antiques, vintage, and new items in our shop. Come and see our selection of housewarming, new baby, and wedding gifts. For the man in your life, we have many collectibles, Boker knives, and leather. And ladies love the jewelry, purses, candles, hats, and t-shirts. We also offer a 30-day layaway program. Come and experience shopping at Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts.
Carson Jordan, a sophomore on the Richmond Senior High School cross-country team, has been named the 4th official Richmond County Male Athlete of the Week for the 2018 fall sports season. Jordan is in his 2nd year under head cross-country coach Reggie Miller and has shown through his ability on the course to be one of the Raiders' most consistent runners during his sophomore campaign. This is Jordan's first career selection. A first-semester sophomore, Jordan has already gotten his academic career at Richmond off to a solid start, much like his cross-country season. He's enrolled in the Advanced Placement and CTE clusters and is taking all AP or honors courses this fall. Like fellow official Richmond County Female Athlete of the Week Allison Leggett, Jordan has some time before he graduates from Richmond in 2021. Over the span of the next couple of school years, his primary academic goal will be to, quote, keep all A's and make the Distinguished Honor Roll. He also added that he's never earned a B in any of his courses and he'd like to keep it that way. The Raider cross-country team has consistently been toward the top of the timesheet in several meets this season, and Jordan is one of several runners who has paved the way for Richmond. Over the last 3 meets at Jack Britt and Pinecrest High Schools, Jordan has watched his training pay off as he's taken nearly 1 minute off his time. Congratulations to our official Richmond County Male Athlete of the Week, Carson Jordan. The Raider varsity soccer team capped off its 3-match week Wednesday by collecting its 3rd win and 2nd shutout in 3 nights. On the road at SAC Cellar Dwellers Scotland High School, Richmond kept the Fighting Scots off the board en route to a 5-0 victory. It was the Raiders' 4th straight win, all of which have come against SAC opponents. Earlier this week, Richmond shut out 71st High School 9-0 on Monday before turning around and beating the Falcons again on Tuesday 4-2. The win against Scotland saw 4 different Raiders score, as 3 of them had found the net in the previous 2 games. In that span, Richmond is outscoring its opponents 18-2. Junior Noah Jordan scored a match-high 2 goals, 1 in each half, while Luke Hawks and Chandler Sinclair joined the scoring parade in the first half, and Steven Morales capped things off with his 2nd goal in 3 nights in the closing minutes of regulations. The Raiders are now all alone in 3rd place in the standings, 1 game ahead of Jack Britt High School. Entering the night, there was a strong chance that they could finish tied in 2nd place with Hope County, but the Bucks defeated SAC leader Pinecrest High School 2-1 in overtime Wednesday, all but spoiling Richmond's chances, although there's still an outside possibility. Head coach Larson anticipates his team will still make the 4A state playoffs if the Raiders can win out the regular season in their last 3 games. That challenge begins on Wednesday, October 24th at 5th Place Lumberton at 7 p.m. And that's going to do it for today's edition of Live at 5. If you haven't already, be sure to download the Richmond Observer app for your iPhone and Android devices. For all the latest news in Richmond County, visit richmondobserver.com. And be sure to tune in to Good Morning Sand Hills Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 8:30 a.m., especially tomorrow, where you could potentially win 2 free tickets to this weekend's 3rd annual Hamlet Depot Ghost Tour. And don't forget to stay tuned right after this at 5:30 for this week's edition of the RO Sports Show. Thanks for watching Live at 5, and good night, Richmond County.